YouTube and Snapchat and fuckers. Welcome back to another installment of the Friday Wrap-Up. Well, today we got one hell of a show. It's a very special show. It's a big show. It's my birthday show. Yep, tomorrow, November 6th, it's your boy's birthday. So before we get today's show started, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. It's my birthday, so it has to be a special libation. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, you know what? He hasn't had any Jack Daniels in a while. Maybe that's what today's libation is. In fact, it might be just a little bit better. Today's libation is a very special Knob Creek 12-year-old aged bourbon, 100 proof. Ooh, that smells good. Now that is a good bourbon. Whew, I'll put a little lead in your pencil. Ooh, Lord Almighty, that's some devil juice. That could be trouble. So, got a big show today. So before we dive into today's show, I got some special treats. A while back, I had mentioned that I was working on some swag for the show. And I came up with a couple of logos, and I was sort of leaning towards one, but the other two weren't bad, and I couldn't really decide. So I enlisted the help of some people, some people whose opinion I respect and trust the most. So I have to thank those people for helping me out. They just confirmed what I was leaning towards, and they helped pick out the logo for the Friday Wrap-Up swag. So without any further ado, I'm very happy to introduce the official Friday Wrap-Up varsity jacket. Look at this bad boy, okay? Huh? Oh, wait, gets better. Check out the back. Look at that. Okay? Yep. Courtesy of my boy Frank over at So Fine in Franklin Square. Now, I have to tell you how this all came about. So, I had this idea for a varsity jacket. Okay? Like, you know, like my old high school football jacket. Huh? Now, is this class or what? Genuine leather sleeves, fine Corinthian leather. A nice wool shell, all made in the USA, of course. So, I got the name. I got turned on to Frank at So Fine by Anthony Rodia, another comic, another fellow Franklin Squarian. And so I went and visited him. He's right here on Franklin Avenue. And I told him what I was looking for. Showed him the logo. He fucking loved it. Right? So he hooked me up. Gave me a good deal. Got some other swag we're working on. Some hats, some t-shirts, maybe a couple of hoodies. Who knows? Holidays are coming. You know, play your cards right, kids. This, too, could be you. So, anyhow, Frank did a beautiful job. He liked the logo and the design and the show so much that he made a second jacket to hang in his window. Now, I didn't get a chance to go by there this week to take a picture, but you drive down Franklin Avenue, you look up, you're going to see this mug looking right back at you, winking and twinkling. So, big shout out to my boy Frank. Frank, you did a beautiful job. Thank you very much. So, like I said, it's my birthday. So we got a lot going on tonight. So, boy, what you mean it's your birthday? That's right, Pops. Today's my birthday. Oh, tomorrow's my birthday. Boy, how old you gonna be? 44, Pops, like a magnum. Like a motherfucking magnum. You know what, boy? I got to rap with you this second. You a businessman, I'm a businessman. I got to rap with some folks out there, too. Can you permit me to talk to some of these people? Sure, Pops, go right ahead. All right, boy, I got me a good idea for a business. A business? That's right, a business, and I think you going to be part of it, too. You're going to like this shit. I'm going to put you on the ground floor, boy. So, for all you people out there, I'm going to start me a GoFundMe page because I got me an idea to open up a store. A store? That's right, boy, not just any store. There's going to be a store that's going to make money over money over money. All right, Pops, I'm listening. Well, I want to open up a liquor store. A liquor store? That's nothing special. Not just any liquor store, youngin'. It's going to be a liquor store that sells fried chicken and weed and check cashing. Weed, yeah, boy, they're coming out with them dispensaries, and I'm going to open me up one, and it's going to sell liquor, and going to sell chicken, and we're going to do check cashing. Wow. We're going to call it Pops, Chicken, Liquor, Weed, and Checks, motherfucker. How about that shit? That's right, we're going to start a good GoFundMe page for Pops, Chicken, Liquor, Weed, and Checks. Well, everybody's got an angle. So, it's been a crazy week. Listen, the other night was election day. Now, you know, I sometimes I go back and I look at old episodes of shows, especially like a year later, and I went and looked at last year's birthday show right around this time, and we were talking about the election, and it was a very sad state of affairs. However, things are on the uptick. Okay, big election night. There was a huge red wave across Long Island, that's for sure. The Squirrel Cheeks Curran is officially no longer, effective the first of the year, the Nassau County executive. She was replaced by Republican Bruce Blakeman. Can you imagine this? Things have gotten so bad that Jews are becoming Republicans. Well, good luck, Bruce. Congratulations. Salud. Hope we can help. As a matter of fact, there's been a lot of Republicans across Long Island taking over the DAs in Suffolk and Nassau County. It really was. It was a big red wave. There was a huge Republican win in Virginia with the governor, Youngkin. Got rid of that asshole McAuliffe. Listen, it was very close in Jersey. We almost had a Republican governor in New Jersey. I mean, it came down to like, you know, a decimal, but unfortunately we're stuck with that jerk-off Murphy in New Jersey. So, hey, listen, hopefully next time around, right? And God help me, New York City got a brand new mayor. So, and I said this was going to happen. I called it. You know, it was between the the Democratic candidate Eric Adams and Republican candidate Curtis Silver. And I told you Eric was a lock. He's an ex-NYPD captain, current borough president of Brooklyn. They say he's a little irregular. I mean, when he talks, some of his mannerisms and stuff, they look a little odd. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, I can't see him being worse than de Blasio because he's an ex-cop. I mean, he's got to be for the cops. But, you know, he really had no opponent. I mean, Curtis Silva is not a fucking opponent. I told you, the guy's a buffoon. He's a clown. Okay? Matter of fact, last week he got hit by a goddamn cab. And then he's giving a press conference. He's got one arm in a sling. He's got a cat wrapped in a blanket. And he's petting a fucking cat like a psycho. Okay? What kind of fucking guy is going to be mayor? He can't be on camera more than 3 minutes without petting a fucking cat, the son of a bitch. Okay, so we knew he had no shot. I should have fucking ran for mayor. Okay, if I knew that this jerk-off was going to run for, I would have fucking ran. All right? Even my mother told me I should run for mayor in New York. Could you imagine this shit? Imagine me. Imagine this, being the mayor in New York. I tell you one thing, I clean up crime like that. Okay? Plus, I'd bring a little style to the office. You know, I don't always dress like a criminal. Sometimes I clean myself up. Yesterday, I went into Dunkin' Donuts. I was, you know, decked out a little bit. I had the leather sport jacket on. I had my fedora on. I mean, I look like a leg breaker, I know. But even the Indian guys are like, oh, you look very, very handsome today. You're very dressed up. So that isn't even me dressed up. But, you know, they're used to seeing this. So anyhow, if I run for mayor, I'll clean up the city 1, 2, 3. You see. Okay? I'd have Rikers Island repainted, ready to go. Because they'd be getting a lot of fucking inmates, a lot of new occupants. I'd even reopen Creedmoor, because God knows there's enough fucking lunatics in New York City that could fill Creedmoor up in about 20 minutes. So, let's see how this Eric Adams shakes out. Like I said, he can't be any worse than de Blasio, but I don't know. Anyway, Halloween was last week. It just ended. I swear to God, as soon as Halloween ended, okay? Like Sunday, I went trick-or-treating with my niece. And they're getting big. You know, they're getting big. You know, trick-or-treating, I think, is starting to go the way of the dodo. At least they don't want to trick-or-treat with us. But anyhow, I think we have more fun than they do. But as soon as Halloween was over, it, like, became Christmas. Like, I walked into Dunkin' Donuts Monday morning, And already they had like all the Christmas shit out, like the cups and the coffees, and I don't even know what the fuck happened to the pumpkin spice. And now they got these little mini pancakes. It's like you blink and it's Christmas. Even commercials, television. Like, what happened to Thanksgiving? Okay? This should be like that transitional period. I mean, like mid-November, you want to start rolling that Christmas shit out, fine. Okay? But like, come on already. Son of a bitch. It comes and comes and comes faster and faster every fucking year. I don't know what to tell you. All right, well, kids, your Cuomo update. Another one. That's 2 in a row. Former Governor Nostrils fired back at Attorney General Letitia James and Albany County Sheriff. I think his last name is Craig Apple or something like that. Saying that they have epitomized the worst combination of politics and incompetence and abuse of the law. Well, ain't that the fucking pot calling the kettle black, right? But God help me, and I swear to God, I hate when they fucking do this to me. They're going to make me agree with him. He's not wrong. The son of a bitch ain't wrong. So, here's why I say that. Now, not that Cuomo's a fucking saint. Not that I think he should get any leniency or clemency, but here's why this is a total abuse of political power. Okay, because the sheriff and the AG, well aware of all of the bullshit that happened with the nursing homes and all that other shit, and they're all covering it up for Cuomo, not because they like Cuomo, because they would be implicated. Letitia James is a very smart lady. Okay, she has political aspirations to be governor of New York, and she's already announced that she's going to run for governor of New York on the next election. Under the Democratic ticket. So, you know, if she had to run against Cuomo, she had no shot. Okay, she knew that. So she got a little bit of, she found a little kindling and started a fire. It worked. It got him out. Okay, so they're going to do everything that they can to discredit him. Whether this misdemeanor bullshit charge sticks or not, who knows, who cares? Okay, there's no way he can run for governor again. Nobody will touch him. Okay, Hochul's going to be a lame duck governor. She's useless now. Okay, she's like a puppet. So your Democratic primary in New York is going to be Letitia James, Kathy Hochul, fucking Muppet heads. Okay, he wants to be governor. This guy's got no fucking shot. He's got a snowball's chance in Ecuador. Okay, Hochul is not going to beat out Letitia James. Letitia James is a black woman Democrat. Fucking landslide victory. And also the sitting AG. She's got it in the bag. She's got it in the bag. Okay? So, she'll probably end up being the new fucking governor of New York unless the goddamn Republicans can come up with somebody that can run on the Republican ticket and beat Letitia James. Good luck. So, Cuomo was right, is what I'm saying. This was a political fucking witch hunt. Now, granted, is he a fucking saint? No. Did he deserve what he got? Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't have happened to a nicer schmuck. Okay, I don't feel bad for this asshole at all. But, you know me. I will call a spade when, when it's a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, so, son of a bitch was right. I give credit where it's due. It is what it is. Okay. On another Biden blunder, get this shit. I mean, Joe Biden has been nothing but gold lately. Okay, he's converting more people to the Republican Party than Donald Trump did. So last week was the G20 Summit in Rome. Okay, climate change, all that happy horse shit. So our illustrious senior citizen that pretends to be president went over to Rome, and well, he had himself quite an adventure over there. So he decided to stop with Jill at the Vatican and visit the Pope. Okay? And apparently, while Joe Biden was visiting the Pope, he had a bit of an accident. He shit his pants. Okay? Now, the rumor is, around Rome, is that Biden met the Pope and shit himself immediately. Okay, he had a bit of a bathroom accident. Now, a lot of people say, oh, it's simply not true. But you know what? This is a pretty big rumor going around Rome. So I tend to think it is. Apparently, allegedly, okay, Biden is taking the medication called Namenda, which is for dementia. Now, this hasn't been, it's been rumored for a while. It hasn't actually been corroborated, but I mean, you've seen the guy on television. It's not really a fucking stretch, okay? And one of the side effects from Namenda is like diarrhea. And he's old. He's 1,000 years old. He's fucking 80. He's got no control over his bowels. He barely has control over his brain. He probably has pee-pee stains on his fucking pants. I guarantee you the guy's got pee stains on his pants. And he met the Pope. He got excited. He let out a little shart. And all of a sudden, he crapped his pants. Okay? He had a holy shit. Could you imagine the Pope? What's that smell? Oh, son of a bitch. He shit everywhere. You know? I mean... Your Eminence, listen, somebody never told Joe Biden, at 79 years old, you never trust the fart. Okay, you even get a little rumbling in his tummy, make for the bathroom. Okay, there's two things you shouldn't trust past age 70. A sneeze and a fart. Bad things happen. Okay? And apparently, Joe Biden thought he was going to sneak one past the door, and he ended up soiling himself. So he was a little late getting to the G20 Summit because of his bathroom accident. I wonder if they travel with extra pants for this guy. Which goes to show you how often this must happen, right? Shitting himself. This is what's running the fucking country, okay? A senile old bastard shitting his pants. So, wait, gets better. Okay? Like I said, Sleepy Joe had himself a hell of a time. So he gets to the G20. And by the way, okay, there's all different hashtags trending on social media. Like hashtag Biden bathroom accident. Hashtag Biden shit his pants. My personal favorite is hashtag poopy pants Biden. There's fucking shirts already being made that say poopy pants Biden. This never happened to Donald Trump, just saying. Okay, he fell going up the stairs, now he's shitting his pants. So he gets to the G20 Summit, and because he's an elderly gentleman, and I'm sure it's not the most exciting topics in the world, he fucking fell asleep. He nodded out for like 27 seconds. Could you imagine this shit? What a fucking embarrassment. First he's shitting his pants in the Vatican, and then he falls asleep at the fucking summit. Okay? So... I mean, the guy, he just nodded out. Take a look. He nodded out, okay? And he had to be woken up. How embarrassed. He was probably snoring, too. He had to be woken up by an aide. They had to go 27 seconds. I mean, that's quite a while. Okay, listen, I've been at boring meetings before. I know how it goes. Like, you're fighting you're fighting your eyelids, so... Stand up, move around, get some blood pumping. But he's 100. I mean, he was probably past his nap time. So, bottom line, Joe Biden went to Rome and took a crap and a nap. They gave him some gelato and he came home. God help us. And it's only been 10 fucking months, kids. Whew. This is going to be a long fucking 4 years, I'll tell you. All right, kids, get your tickets out. Get ready. Crazy Train's about to leave the station. All aboard! Woo, woo! First stop, Washington, D.C. We haven't been here in a while. Well, get this. I heard this Sunday, and it just tickled me. Jen Psaki, the White House press secretary, that redheaded train wreck, pains me to say that, because you know I got a thing for redheads, but that one could scare death. Well, she got the Wu flu. And by the way, in case you're wondering, yeah, she is vaccinated. Next stop, Texas. This one delighted me too. A bar in Dallas has put some rules in place when it comes to playing that fucking irritating Christmas song by Mariah Carey. You know, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I hate that motherfucking song. I fucking hate that motherfucking song, okay? All right, it might be the second most enraging fucking Christmas song next to The Little Drummer Boy. I hear that, and all of a sudden, I want to just stab people in the face, okay? This is a runner-up to that. Anyway, the bar owner hung a sign in the bar stating that the song will be skipped if you play it before December 1st. I guess on the jukebox, right? So if you play this song before December 1st, they're going to remove it from the jukebox. It goes on to further say that after December 1st, the song is only allowed to be played once a night. And apparently, people have a fucking problem with this. But I personally think this bar owner's a genius. If you're going to mandate anything in this country, fucking mandate that. I hate this fucking song. Okay? Next stop, California. Now, I believe in letting people do their own thing, live your life, but there's certain things that just irk the fuck out of me, okay? And this next thing irked the fuck out of me. So Hollywood, the singer, the singer, The Weeknd, I can't stand this fucking guy, first of all. I don't know what it is about him. I look at his face, and I just want to bang it against fucking concrete. It's not a racial thing, okay? Settle down, all right? I just don't like him. I don't know what it is. I just, when you just look at somebody, and that's most people with me, but I just don't fucking like this asshole, okay? And then he went on to irk me. Now, I always say everybody wishes that they were Italian, and that's true, okay? That's a fucking fact. Everybody wishes they were Italian, okay? Whether you want to admit it or not, it's the truth. Black, Jewish, Greek, white, Irish, they all wish that they were us. I don't blame them. We're wonderful people. So anyhow, The Weeknd for Halloween dressed like the Godfather. The movie with Marlon Brando. Now take a look. Okay, now, why isn't this considered racist? Okay, so he hired a makeup artist, he had prosthetics, he put makeup on, he made his face up to look like the Godfather. So he put on lighter makeup or whiter makeup over his actual complexion along with prosthetics and all other shit. So now, here's my thing, all right? If I put on blackface, right? Like if I wanted to be fucking Al Jolson for Halloween and I put on blackface, that would be considered racist. Now, I get it, okay? The whole premise of blackface back then was mimicry. I can see why people might have an issue with it. I mean, I personally say get over it. It's just fucking makeup, but whatever. Okay? But if I did, and I respect it, so if I did that, it'd be considered racist. Anybody who dresses up as someone of color and they color their face to look like that person, whether not even just being blackface, just like if they just wanted to be like a black celebrity, right? And they just put black makeup on, automatically they'd be fucking labeled racist. All right? Fine. So why isn't this considered racist? Okay? So, like I said, if I put on, anybody puts on blackface, unless it's fucking Jimmy Kimmel or Sarah Silverman, that's considered racist. But why isn't a black man putting on Italian face or white face not considered racist? I mean, I'm fucking offended. How about that? Okay? I don't like when people mimic Italians. All right? I'm offended. I'm off on gold. Let's cancel this son of a bitch. I mean, seriously. I don't, if Marlon Brando was here, what did I ever do to you, Weeknd, to make you treat me with such disrespect? Not once have you ever invited me to your house for coffee or a canoe. You don't even think to call me Godfather. And then you're just like this, like some pezzo davanti. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Okay? You're just like me again. And Luca Brasi is gonna make you sleep with the fishes. Look at how they massacred my face. I mean, seriously. Fucking guy. I swear, I hate people. Anyway, next stop, China. So apparently, round heads are all the rage in China right now. So much so that they have begun putting their babies' heads in these special helmets to make their heads rounder. But what the fuck is wrong with these simple bastards? Can I know? All right? I mean, what kind of fucking mutant children are they having over there in China that they need to round out their heads? I mean, are all their kids being born like Stewie Griffin? Holy shit. Okay, your sports update. Well, Major League Baseball Unless you've been living under a rock or you're like me, you don't really give a shit. The Braves won the World Series. I guess the Astros couldn't cheat this time. Your NFL news, the Giants got stomped on Monday. No big surprise. But this time around, it really didn't bother me that much because on Monday Night Football, I like to watch the Peyton and Eli show, which if you guys haven't seen this yet, it's on ESPN2 every Monday night. Eli Manning and Peyton Manning do a commentary on Monday Night Football. So what they do is they play the game, and then you got Eli and Peyton that just comment on shit, and they have guests on, like they had Michael Strahan, they had Michael Irvin, they had an asshole Jon Stewart. Anyway, I mean, if I was just watching the game straight up, I probably would have broken the television. But because Eli and Peyton are so fucking entertaining, these two are fucking funny. They're funny as fuck. I enjoy watching them. I didn't even give a shit the Giants were fucking losing. That's how good they were. Okay, and I've mentioned this to people, and I've heard this from people. They go, I can't believe how knowledgeable they are. Well, what are you, fucking retarded? I'd be more alarmed if they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Between the two of them, okay, between pro football, and college, they got over 40 years experience in football. Yeah, they're gonna know shit. Okay, but not only are they very knowledgeable, but they're entertaining. They're fucking funny. They got a great chemistry. I mean, they are brothers, I get it, but if you haven't tuned in on Monday nights to watch Peyton and Eli on ESPN2, trust me, you'll enjoy it. It makes football more enjoyable to watch. I really wish they fucking called every game, to be honest with you. So, that was Monday night. Jets beat the Bengals on Sunday. Big surprise there. Thursday, the Jets lost to the Colts. Try not to look too surprised if you thought they were going to pull off 2 in a row. The Saints had a close game with the Bucks on Sunday, but they did squeeze out a win. However, they lost Jameis Winston for the rest of the season. Kid was turning out to be a promising quarterback. He went out with a season-ending injury, and that's that for them. Their third-string backup isn't bad, but let's see how that goes. So this week's misery: Giants play the Raiders on Sunday at 1. Saints play the Falcons also at 1. And that's that. Jets played last night. NHL, your Rangers are in Canada for the weekend. That nice Canadian weekend. So they're playing the Oilers tonight at 9:30, and Saturday they play the Flames at 10 p.m. The Islanders are playing the Jets on Saturday at 7, and the Wild on Sunday at 8. NBA, Nets play the Pistons tonight at 7, and they play the Raptors on Sunday at 3:30. Knicks and Bucks tonight at 7:30, and Sunday the Cavs at 6 o'clock. Bulls play the Sixers Saturday at 8. And that's your sports news. On What the Fuck Is That? We're going to talk about shitty marathon runners. No, I'm not talking about people who run bad, okay? Or run like Phoebe from Friends. No, so here, I came across this, and yeah, I know it probably should be on the crazy train, but this isn't the first time I've heard this, sadly. So a woman was in a marathon, and she shits herself as she's running and continued to keep running with the shit running down her shorts and finished the marathon. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, my God, that's horrible. Well, running marathons is a fucking horrible sport because this is a common thing with runners. They run and shit their pants, and then they keep running. There's shit everywhere, running down their fucking legs. I don't understand. What is it about fucking running that gives you the shits? I see where the term the trots came from. Okay, there's probably shit all over the fucking floor. People are running through it. They're getting shit on their sneakers. Okay? Disgusting fucking people. And I guarantee you, she's a fucking liberal. Probably voted Democrat. All shitty people do. So your PSA. As you know, last weekend was Halloween. So make a mental note of this PSA and remember it for next year because I see things. Okay, so I went to a Halloween party at a friend of mine's house. And a lot of people wear what they think of fucking Halloween costumes. Listen, if you're going to put on a Halloween costume, put on a Halloween costume. Do it the right way. Okay? You know? Like, don't half-ass it. All right? Like, for example, women think it's totally fine to dress like a fucking hooah for Halloween. But it doesn't have any, like, rhyme or reason. Like, I ran into somebody, they were dressed like a hooker, and they had, like, a little thing on it. I said, well, what the fuck are you? I'm a slutty vampire. So you got the slutty part, right? Like I was at a Halloween party a couple years ago with my buddy Vinny, and I almost killed Vinny because he almost choked to death. Because this broad walks over to me, and I looked at her and I said, "Oh, so you're supposed to be a hooker for Halloween?" And she goes, "No, I'm not wearing a costume." And Vinny almost choked to death, and I'm like, "Oh." That's what I mean. If you're gonna go to a fucking Halloween party, go put on a costume. I'm not saying you gotta spend like $1,000 on a fucking costume, but do something right, okay? And for guys, don't just put on a fucking mask and like regular clothes and go, I'm in do something fucking festive. All right, put on a goddamn costume. And then kids, I don't understand it. Like I told you, I went trick-or-treating with my nieces. And I noticed something. Kids don't say trick-or-treat anymore. Now, granted, most people nowadays don't even answer the fucking door. They put like a bowl of candy out on the stairs and you just go and you grab it. I don't know. That's not fun. Okay, half the fun was going up to the door, ringing the doorbell, and saying trick-or-treat, and then see what they give you. You know what I mean? But even the ones that they went to the door, they just ring the doorbell and stand there. Like, they come to the house like they're just standing there like a fucking Mama Luke. At least say something. Do something. Do a little dance. Say trick-or-treat, you son of a bitches. I mean, this is what we're doing. We're turning our children into lazy fucks. Anyway, I figured I'd keep the show somewhat brief because it is my birthday. I want to go and do birthday-like things. Anyhow, that's... that was your PSA. So stay COVID-less, kids. Remember, no mask, don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? That's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.